Imagine quitting a job where you're making six figures, getting stock options in the hottest AI company on Earth, and walking away from potential millions. Now imagine doing that because you discovered something so disturbing you couldn't sleep at night. Well, that just happened at OpenAI. And what they're hiding, it's worse than you think. Before you think this is another conspiracy theory, hold up. This comes from a Wired investigation with 4 insider sources. We're talking about researchers who literally quit their dream jobs because OpenAI asked them to do something that crossed a line. And here's the kicker. This isn't the first time. There's a pattern here, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So here's what happened. OpenAI hired a team of economic researchers, smart people with PhDs, to study how AI would impact jobs and the economy. Sounds responsible, right?
Like hiring a food safety inspector for your restaurant. Except imagine that inspector finds rat droppings in the kitchen, and instead of shutting things down, the restaurant owner says, "Hey buddy, how about we just not mention the rats? Here's a bonus." That's essentially what happened here. Tom Cunningham, one of these researchers, didn't just quit. He sent a farewell message that basically said, "We're not doing research anymore, we're doing propaganda." Let that sink in. The people hired to tell the truth about AI's economic impact were being pressured to become OpenAI's hype squad. They found something bad, really bad, and OpenAI's response wasn't, "How do we fix this?" It was, "How do we hide this?" According to the Wired article, OpenAI was emphasizing productivity gains while downplaying job losses, framing disruption as temporary or manageable, and avoiding publishing research that could fuel regulation or slow adoption. Translation? They found the receipts showing AI might wreck the economy, and they buried them. And here's the terrifying part. If the research was just mildly concerning, they would have published it with a positive spin. The fact they buried it completely means what they found was absolutely catastrophic. Think of it like this. You're a doctor, and you run tests on a patient. The results come back showing stage 3 cancer, but the patient is your boss, and he's about to close a huge business deal. So he says, "Doc, how about we just tell everyone it's a mild flu? I'll pay you extra." That's the ethical nightmare these researchers faced. Do you take the money and lie, or do you walk away? 2 of them walked away. And when someone walks away from OpenAI money, you know something's rotten. Remember, these aren't junior interns. These are PhD-level economists who spent years building their reputations, and they chose to torch their careers at the world's hottest AI company rather than compromise their integrity. Here's where it gets spicy. OpenAI's chief strategy officer sent a memo saying they shouldn't just publish research on hard subjects. They should be building solutions. On the surface, that sounds noble, but read between the lines. Don't tell people about the problem unless you've already got a product to sell them. It's like a pharmaceutical company discovering their drug causes heart attacks, but instead of warning people, they say, "Let's not publish this until we've developed a heart medication we can sell them." See the problem? This is the classic move fast and break things Silicon Valley playbook. Except what they're breaking isn't code, it's people's livelihoods. And you can't just roll back a software update when millions are unemployed. Let's talk about a tale of 2 AI companies. On one side, you have Anthropic, OpenAI's biggest competitor. Their CEO, Dario Amodei, went on the record with a chilling prediction. 50 to 60% of white-collar jobs could be gone in 1 to 5 years. Why? Because AI already exceeds average human performance at those tasks. He's not sugarcoating it. He's not burying the studies. He is looking the world in the eye and saying, "Look, this is coming. We need to prepare." That's transparency. That's what leadership looks like. And that's how you build trust. Now, compare that to OpenAI. They're playing hide and seek with the very research that could help society brace for impact. And trust me, in this game, when people find out you've been lying or just hiding the truth, they don't forget. It is the ultimate irony. Anthropic is winning the trust war by admitting the hardest truths, while OpenAI, the company that literally has the word open in its name, is becoming the most secretive player in the entire game. And if you think this is a one-time thing, you haven't been paying attention. This isn't OpenAI's first rodeo with ethical crises. Remember when their entire super alignment team, the people hired to make AI safe, quit? They left because they said OpenAI prioritized shiny products over actual safety.
Or how about when researcher Miles Brundage left because he wanted to publish critical research that OpenAI refused to release? There's a clear pattern here. Smart, ethical people join OpenAI thinking they're going to change the world for the better. Then they discover the company seems to care more about market dominance than doing the right thing, and so they leave. It's like watching people escape a cult, one by one, each with the same haunted look in their eyes. Here's why this matters to you. OpenAI isn't just another tech company. They are, by their own admission, the leading actor in artificial intelligence. They are shaping policy, they are influencing governments, they are determining how this world-changing technology gets deployed across all of society. So if they are actively hiding research about job displacement, that means millions of people are walking into a storm without an umbrella. No retraining programs will be ready, no social safety nets will be in place, just chaos. And when the layoffs begin, when your job or your friend's job or your partner's job just disappears overnight, OpenAI will stand there and act surprised. They'll say, "Oh, we had no idea this would happen." Except they did know. They chose profit over people.
The most ironic part of all this, OpenAI actually published a document called the AI at Work, OpenAI's Workforce Blueprint. It's full of great-sounding promises, accelerating AI education, certifications for 10 million Americans, job platforms for displaced workers. Sounds great, right? But here's the thing. If you are hiding the research that shows just how massive the problem is, how can you possibly build solutions that are big enough to fix it? It's like designing lifeboats for the Titanic, but refusing to admit there's an iceberg dead ahead. The math just doesn't math. There is a growing backlash against AI right now. People are tired of it being shoved into every part of their lives. They're tired of the constant job insecurity. They are tired of being told AI will make everything better, while they watch their own industries start to crumble. And when they find out that companies like OpenAI have been hiding the truth from them, that backlash is going to turn into a wildfire. OpenAI is speedrunning the Luddite rebellion, except this time, the workers have Twitter and TikTok. So what do we do? First, demand transparency. If OpenAI wants to be a leader, it needs to act like one. Publish the research, all of it. Let independent experts review it. Second, support the companies that are actually being honest about the challenges ahead. Companies like Anthropic. Vote with your dollars and with your attention. And third, prepare yourself. Learn AI skills, diversify your income, build your own resilience. Because whether OpenAI admits it or not, the disruption is coming. OpenAI's public perception is at an all-time low, and honestly, they've earned it. When you prioritize PR over truth, you lose trust. And in the age of AI, trust is everything. So let me know what you think. Is OpenAI going to change, or is this just the beginning of their downfall? And more importantly, are you ready for what's coming? Because ready or not, AI is here. The only question is, who's telling you the truth about it?